to say first and foremost, I want to say Kalalal. Yeah. Basham Kodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to all the brothers that's pushing this work in all sincerity and in truth. I'm the brother Yahya from the James Kingston Jamaica camp, and here with a quick lesson. This one is entitled "The Wicked is estranged from the womb," and as you just saw the video, you notice that this should come at no surprise to you that little youth could do that with the gun. Understand? Because when you read the book of Genesis, that's a part of their blessing. That's a part of the so-called white man blessing. Understand? So let us get into it. Read a little. See? As a matter of fact, we could just kick it off from Psalms 58 and 1. See? So it says, "Do ye indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do ye judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? Yea, in heart ye work wickedness. Ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth." Right? Speaking about the so-called white man. Their mind is sown deeply with wickedness, men. And their hands is upon the earth to do violently. Understand? From the conception of the so-called white man, his purpose was to basically be a destroyer of the earth, to basically be a terror on the earth, right? The scripture says, "The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies." Right? So the scripture said the wicked are estranged from the womb. When you look up the word estranged, right, it comes from the Hebrew word zawar, which means to become estranged, strange, another, stranger, foreigner, and enemy, right? So from the womb, the so-called white man has been a foreigner and an enemy of who? Of the Heavenly Father himself and of the nation of Israel, right? They are an enemy from the womb. And we can see that when you read the book of Genesis, chapter 25, go down to verse, see that now. We start at verse 21. It says, "And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife, because she was barren." So Isaac basically prayed to the Lord for his wife. Zine begged the Lord that his wife can get a child. Zine, and the Lord was entreated of him. So basically the Lord accepted Isaac's prayer. Right? And Rebekah, his wife, conceived, meaning she basically received seed. The seed was we have to explain these things because I heard Vocab Malone saying that a woman cannot conceive seed. You understand? Which is madness. Zine, the word conceive means to basically receive seed. When the seed of a man fertilizes the ovaries of a woman, that is what conceive means. Right? And the children struggled together within her. So from the womb, the so-called white man was a stranger. He was of a separate nation. He was an enemy of Israel, right? So he say, "And the children struggled together within her. And she said, If it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said unto her, Two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels." Two manner of people, two separate nation of people, right? You have the nation of Edom and the nation of Edomites, right? And the nation of Israelites, right? So the Heavenly Father separated us from the womb. Zine? And he chose one to be the wicked, and he chose one to be basically the heirs and inheritors of the earth, right? Which the Israelites are the heirs and inheritors of the earth, yo. The earth was created for our sakes, being the Israelites' sakes, right? So it say, and two manner of people shall be separated from the bowels, and one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger, right? And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like an hairy garment, showing meaning Esau. You see, he's the first one that came out. And they called his name Esau, and after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, and a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents. Right? So Esau was a cunning hunter, Zin, a man of the field. Now that is in line with his blessing, Zin. And as I show you the video a while ago, Zin, with the youth, Zin, from them born, them basically is a man of the field, and basically set out to terrorize the earth, man. Zin, when you look in Africa, they are the ones hunting the elephants, the lions, Zin, the animals that the Heavenly Father placed on earth to keep the earth in balance. Them a hunt them for no reason. Basically, them a hunt them for them own pleasure, for wickedness sake, yo. You understand? So when you look into the book of Genesis 27, I'm going to verse 38, I think. Zin. So verse 38. And say, and Esau said unto his father. So when as you notice in the book of Genesis 25, it tells say, yo, the elder are gonna serve the younger, right? Esau came out first, meaning that he is the elder. And when Jacob came out, he basically held fast the foot of Esau, which is a sign that Jacob is going to pull down Esau out of a state of power, right? Now in the blessing, see, when you read up in this particular chapter, right, it tells you that basically Jacob supplanted Esau, see, and basically took the first blessing, which is the most prominent blessing, see, and he was basically given the authority over Esau, right? Now when Esau came, he basically begged his father Isaac for a blessing as well, see, and this is the blessing that he got. The scripture tells you in Genesis 27 verse 38, and it says, and Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. See? And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above, and by thy sword shalt thou live. That is a key point in the characteristic trait of the Edomites. They live by their sword, man. Understand? In America, when you identify the rednecks, one of their sports or pastime hobbies is what? Hunting. You see? They go out with hunt. Normally back in the I think it is in the 80s or 90s, they used to buy their children BB guns. You see? Even up to today, some of them basically get BB guns, yo. You understand? So it says, and by thy sword shalt thou live. When you look across the whole entire earth, yo, who have the most destructive weapons? Is it because the Russians are Edomites, the Americans are Edomites, and those two economies are the two most powerful countries on the earth. See? So they are living by their sword. All of these countries, they spend a massive amount on weaponizing their country than how they spend and basically cultivating their economy through agriculture, right? A huge percentage of their budget is allocated to weaponizing their country. So by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. You see? So this is showing you that when you look at a video like this, right, where a little youth is capable of loading a gun and knows how to release the cartridge and reload it, man. See, that shows you that the scripture speaks true about the characteristic traits of the so-called white man, because they are an enemy from the womb, and their blessing is to live by the sword. See, they adapt and acclimatize to the sword from birth, yo. So it's not no surprise that this little youth is able to load that gun, man. 4 years old, and this lady is saying it's adorable. But at the end of the day, that's one of the species that's coming forth to basically terrorize the earth and terrorize the Israelites. See? That's why the power of the Israelites is what? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. See? And those are the people that are going to take the kingdom. See? As the scripture tells you in the book of Daniel, say the saints shall take the kingdom, man. And we're going to take the kingdom in the power and the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. See? When you read you get this in the book of Ezekiel, Ezekiel 25, going down, verse 14, say, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. You understand? Because Edom has a perpetual hatred against Israel, yo. You see? The common Edomite might not know why they hate Israel as much as how they do, but it's embedded in them from birth, yo. You see? So because of what they did to our people, because of the enslavement of our people, and they basically surpass the limit of punishment that they gave unto our people through slavery. You see? The atrocities that they brought upon us through slavery. The scripture says, I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord. You see? So the Edomites are going to know the Heavenly Father vengeance. You see? Because they touch the apple of his eye. You see? And they might take out such amount of atrocities upon the earth. They might corrupt the earth. They might pollute the earth. They are destroying the earth, man. And the Heavenly Father needs to have recompense for that. He might go judge them for that. Understand? Now, with that, this lesson was edifying unto the elect of the nation of Israel. I want to see Kalalal, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakar Kodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to all the brothers that's pushing this work in all sincerity and in truth. Shalom.